Dr. Biswajit Saha for the first topic, that is how to uh, develop this system to make our students as good human being through our rationalization of uh, curriculum. Change is everywhere. Change is everywhere. Change is only, nothing is permanent. The only change is the permanent. So should we require any change in the curriculum? Dr. Saha, please, over to you. And if so,
Thank you.
kind of change we need.
Fine. Good evening to everybody, and especially I'm able to see Najma ma'am is very much here, Professor Suri, and the chairman of Himachal Pradesh Board, president of West Bengal Board of Secondary Education, Professor Raikar, Dr. Ronald, and all other eminent panelists and participants. It's a great occasion, and I think first of all my compliment to Policy Times for convening such kind of events, and especially accommodating so many great personality to discuss on various topics. So once again, my compliment to all the endeavor, the different university and who are already associated with this great vision. Now, as the moderator has given me the topic to discuss on, especially one way the rationalization and other way good human being. So I am just trying to bring the agenda with NEP because National Education Policy talks and the load of the textbooks and other way the load of the school bag. So first of all, the way policy recommended that one way it is bagless day, other way rationalization of curriculum and multidisciplinary. I think this pandemics along with the policy is given us a specific time period to introspect and look into our system of curriculum transaction and delivery. And at least for my personal knowledge, at this point of time, we all can share how differently the students are struggling. There, one way, of course, there is a government initiative both from the side of the union and from the side of the state to populate and to involve the student into the digital medium of education. But at the same time, we know how far we are able to reach and what are the difficulties and challenges. So pandemics is of course a temporary issue, but over a period of decades, and even if we go beyond the next century, what would be the deliverables? So first agenda is individual behavior, especially at home, and adjusting with the school premises as well as in the social issues need to be taught, and rather as a forward thinker, teacher's job role would be how they can associate the student towards environment. And through the process of experiential learning, if they can deliver the curricula, I think that would be more joyful and meaningful. Otherwise, many a times, so many content overloading is actually some way we are creating a big confusions among the stakeholder, especially student and the society. So, and this confusion is very much relevant both at the school sector as well as if we go beyond that in the university systems of education delivery. So our focus should be the rationalization of curriculum in terms of its actual requirement. One way we are aiming for 21st century skill. So at this point of time, what we need to see that the requirement of university education should match with the school curriculum delivery mechanisms. So that gap need to be bridged up. And I believe the National Curriculum Framework for School Education and national curriculum framework for higher education is going to match this requirement with the vision of NEP 2020. So this is one issue. At the same time, we need to also look into the behavioral aspects and especially the mental well-being. Many a times we put a curriculum in a way that the student are at the competitive age. So now I think it is high time how they can be compassionate. And because this pandemics, and even if we go to real life situations, for any damn thing, people really don't want to participate. And I think that's also become a culture now that participations involvement need to be discussed in the classroom. And that's why again I am stressing on that real life situations should be the basic analogy of learning and teaching. And through that mechanisms, I think they will be more resilient and they will able to become a global citizen and also face any kind of challenge of life. So let me submit here and let me pause here. But just only one point I would like to highlight who are going to do that. So the teacher role is very crucial. So, and at these pandemic times, I think technology orientation is much required for the teacher. And from the side of Central Board of Secondary Education, from the side of different university systems and different boards, we are committed to look into these aspects. And here, in last 5 6 months, we are able to train more than 700,000 teachers through online mode. And now we want to look into the metacognitions level and their impact and vis-a-vis how students are taking these online educations. Mr. Moderator has tried to highlight that health-related issues and other. Of course, that advisory we have issued, but at the same time, the learning loss, impact, and of course, whenever we are going to conduct the board assessment for class 10th and 12th, so those issues will come in. And again, for the competitive assessment for university admission, the syllabus rationalization is highly required. So it is a state to state and as a national debate. Now, for this learning loss, how the competitive exams is going to take up, I think there also we need to flag up this issue of rationalization. Then only the joyful environment we can really carry out in the school, college, and university systems of education. Thank you very much.